it's Wednesday. I keep thinking it's Tuesday because it was Bank Holiday Monday. It was Easter Monday. So welcome. It's Wednesday, the 3rd of April. Now, on Abundance Agenda, on the private group on Facebook, there's been lots of going on about space clearing and making room, because obviously that is definitely your first step. Your first step for abundance is making room, because if you've got a handful of something, how can you accept anything else? You can't. So we just make room. So some of you have done some fantastic jobs. Even myself, I mean, I am pretty good at clearing out the clutter, but even I've been sort of really good. So my thoughts today, you know, like I've talked to you, and I'll say, you know, thoughts and attitudes fill space, behaviour fills space. I thought I touched on a couple of bits yesterday about seeds. When I did some life coaching down in Wales, when I was training, one of the things that I originally learned was about, you know, your garden of your mind, and obviously your subconscious mind is the soil, and the thoughts that you think with your conscious mind are the seeds that get planted in that soil. Now, what most people don't understand is you can only hold a thought for 9 seconds. One thought for 9 seconds, then the conscious mind moves on. It gets bored, moves on to that. And this is how, you know, when we listen to our negative self-talk, and we can, you know, as I think I either said on one of the blogs or something the other day, that I was, when I wasn't so good and I was really poorly, I suddenly stopped midstream and thought, oh my God, what am I doing? I can hear the negativity tapes running around in my mind. And that's what it is for us all. It's these tapes, you know, these tapes that are just continuously running and running, this negative self-talk. So we're going to talk a little bit today about the garden of the mind. So as I was saying, the subconscious mind is your soil, and the thoughts that you think with your subconscious mind, your 9 seconds of that subconscious mind, of your conscious mind, are what you're going to plant. You can't harvest what you don't sow. That's simple. So what we have to do, we have to plant the seeds that the things that you'd love to have in your life, and we nurture those. And when you've nurtured them, you will be rewarded with abundance. So our thoughts are like seeds. So what are you planting? Flowers or weeds? Yeah, sounds great, doesn't it? If we don't look at our garden, our mind as a garden, it doesn't mean to say that things won't grow, that those seeds won't grow. It just means that the wrong seeds are growing. You're going to receive the wrong kind of plants. So what we're going to do, we're going to start to be conscious. This is really important, to be consciously aware. Be aware of what you're thinking. Now the only way, now this is the best thing about the next information you get on Saturday. This is the best thing about it, because it is all about the magic of now. Because now is the most important moment of your life. Because that now has just gone. Gone. You can't change that. It's happened, it's gone, and you can't retrieve anything. The future hasn't happened yet, but the thoughts that you're thinking now of creating your future. So, we're all gardeners in our own lives. And only what grows in each of our garden will vary dramatically to the thoughts, the seeds that we plant in that soil. Because later on, it's much later on in this, we touch on the subconscious mind. Now I'll just brief you very, very quickly. The subconscious mind is your genie. It is your controller. And I mean your controller because every single experience, not just in this lifetime, all lifetimes, are stored on your subconscious mind. It's like a hard drive. Every single breath, every single thought, every single image, every single event is stored on that hard drive in your subconscious mind. Now, you can, I don't like the word control, you can guide your subconscious mind, but it's not going to be an easy feast after all these years of just allowing, stuff to drop in, and allow. I'll give you a typical example. When a baby is born and it's fine and it's been looked after by its mum, when it gets to about 7-8 months, it's sitting up and and it's wanting to move. Sometimes about 9 months it starts to crawl. What it is, it's all of these little patterns, particularly the child standing up. That is a neural pathway. And that is a habit being formed. Once that child's learned to stand up, it'll keep standing up. Once it learns to walk, it'll keep walking. And that is purely and simply because the neural pathway has been laid. And that is not just a pathway now, it's a habit. And everything that's in the subconscious mind is habits. So how can you change a habit of a lifetime? You can't overnight. But you can with practice, hard work and determination. We don't get anywhere without determination. So let's start thinking about this subconscious. So what I'm going to ask you to do is be present. Try to be aware when you're wandering off and think you're going, whoa, come back. Whoa, come back, there I go, I'm off, and I'm thinking of this, and I'm thinking, what should I make for tea, how am I going to do that when I get home, how am I going to do that, how can I afford to pay for this, gosh, I haven't got this money, I'm not going to be able to pay this. All of those then just become a stream of negativity. Rein it in. Start to rein it in. And only when you start to rein it in will you be able to see the results of what you're planting in your mind garden. So, let's eliminate these seeds of judgment, of scarcity. I'll tell you what, let's call it lackology. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it lackology. Are you planting seeds of lackology, of disharmony, of judgment, self-deprivation? Are you planting all these seeds? It could be that you're saying, I'll never have enough. Why does this always happen to me? Why do bad things always happen to me? Why am I always ill? I'm just too old. I'm just too tired. I'm too young. I can't do this. Can't means won't, by the way. I've got such hatred, or I blame her, I blame him. Oh, I cannot forgive. No way can I forgive. I'm too fat. Oh, I'm too tall. I'm too skinny. Oh, my skin looks old. I look wrinkled. I haven't got anything to wear. Oh, I haven't got the time. I'm too tired. These are all seeds of negativity. These are weeds. Trust me, these will grow into weeds. Or, on the other side of the coin, you could be growing flourishing flowers. And it could be, my lovely affirmation's always a question. Why is my life so blessed with abundance? It's overflowing with abundance. Why am I so grateful for the life and the love that I have? Why am I so grateful for my heart being filled with love? Why do I encounter perfect health? Why do I have such great friends? Why do I have such a great career? Why is money unlimited to me? Why is my potential unlimited? Why is it that I have such unique gifts that I can offer to the universe? Why is it I find it so easy to forgive? Why is it that I find it so easy just to let the past go? Why is it that I feel good? Why? These are all flowers. This is you planting flowers. And you're going to get weeds that pop up in your garden. This is what I say, being present in the moment. This is when you are. Rein yourself in. It's the most important thing you can do. And when these weeds pop up, be a diligent gardener and weed your garden. Have these little seeds that are really energizing thoughts, and they will smother the weeds. They'll be weed killers. Trust me, they will. They won't be allowed to grow. And if you keep doing this, and listen to what I say here, because I really, I don't say it for the good of my health. I'm saying it really, really for you. Over time, these good thoughts will really, really take over that soil, and these seeds will be like flourishing. You'll be a force to be reckoned with. So all I ask you to do is take a really close look at your mind garden. See what you're planting, see what you can weed out, and begin to pull out any limiting thoughts and replace them with positive ones. And rather than say an affirmation, oh, why is my potential unlimited? Say it with, why is my potential unlimited? Say it with meaning. Feel it in your tummy. Feel it in your solar plexus. Feel it in your heart. Feel really good about it. And it's only then, and I mean only then, are you going to start to see results. Be that diligent gardener of your mind. And continue until your garden, until it's in the flower show. You're there to show the world your wares and who you are. So that is all this little podcast is about today. It's all about your thoughts. Those thoughts being seeds. Are you growing flowers or are you growing weeds? I'm a poet and I don't know it. So I just think that'll really help you. But I tell you what, another good thing is, which we touch on later on, this is part of what I call the toolbox for the abundance agenda. But it's a journal. And I think I put it into the original thing on the original document about your life mug. I think I put it on there. If you haven't got the funds to buy a really beautiful journal, well, a notepad will do, or a piece of paper. But writing things down makes things happen, without a shadow of a doubt. Writing things down makes things happen. Write things down in the present tense. Try not to write any negativity down. If you do feel there's something you need to get off your chest, remember, you have to get it off your chest. If you don't get it off your chest, it can then become a little bit, like at the moment for me, all this throaty thing where I keep having to clear my throat, it's basically because my throat chakra's out. I know that it is, but I'm going to put it in this evening. So yes, so by writing things down, it makes things happen. Write down your negative stuff on a single piece of paper, on an A4 or an A5. Write it down. You know, I forgive, or why do I feel so angry? Why do I feel so annoyed? I really don't like writing things like that down, but if you feel it's your only way of expressing it, please write it down, but go outside when there's nobody around and burn it. Let the universe, just allow the universe to process negative energy into positive energy. And you'll feel so much better. So, what I was going to say was, in your positive journal, maybe write your affirmations down. Write, you know, a couple of them down. Why am I? You know, why is my potential unlimited? Why is it I encounter perfect health, unlimited wealth, and joy in living? All of these, why? But also, in that journal, write down a little bit of gratitude. You know, have that attitude of gratitude to be grateful for what you've got. Grateful for, you know, grateful for the abundance agenda. Grateful for the fact there's another, out of several other groups, out of 3 groups, I think, you've actually got another group now, and all you lovely people have been brought together again. So it's really, really nice. So that's that for now. But I'm going to do a little meditation. So I don't know if you'd like to pause this or what you want to do, but I'm just going to go right through with it. If you could sit down, maybe turn off your phone and put your feet on the floor. Try to take your shoes off if you can, and just allow your feet just to establish the energy with the earth. Throat chakra. And then place your palms face up towards the sky on your thighs. And you've got your lovely big suede soft shoes on your feet. And all those little roots are itching there just to push down. Push those roots down. And don't forget, we're not on this today, we're not going to do the one from the base chakra. We're not going to take out our tripod today. We're just going to use our feet. So push all of those roots right down into Mother Earth. Okay, I'm going to ask you to breathe in for 4 slowly. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and release 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, and release 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Feel all those roots now and begin as you're breathing in. Breathe all the energy up through those roots from Mother Earth. And hold it at your feet. Okay, now we're going to breathe. As you're breathing in, we're going to bring it up to your calves. And hold it there. And breathe out. And breathe in. And bring the energy from the calves to the thighs. And breathe out. So we're going to take the energy from the thighs. And we're going to take it to the base of the spine. We're not going to stop through chakras, we're going to take it all the way up. And we're going to take this energy from the spine all the way up, past your tummy, up between your chest, past your throat, up, past your eyes, and whoosh, out into your aura. All of that beautiful, beautiful energy from the earth whizzing out into your aura. Directly above you is a ball of white light. Allow that white light energy to fall into the crown, right down past the eyes, past the throat, past the chest, past the tummy, right down to the base of the spine, into the legs, down into the calves, to the feet, and dropping down, right into Mother Earth. Keeping your eyes closed, you're standing and you're facing a wall that moves to infinity. And in that wall is a beautiful, big, old, round, circular door with a latch and a key. Go across, open the door. If you can't open it, look around your feet for the key. Okay, open the door and step through. As you step through, just feel the beautiful energy in here and open your eyes, and you're in the most beautiful secret garden you could ever wish to be in. There are hues and hues of colour that you couldn't just can't believe. And there are wild flowers beyond, literally beyond belief. We're not going to spend too much time in here today, but before we do anything, to the right of you at the door, there's a well. And if you look on the ledge of the well, there's a beautiful, beautiful red crystal glass. Take that glass, place it into the well, take the water and drink. Drink like you've never drunk before. Feel the water moving down your throat, feeling so cool, enriching your mind, your body and your spirit, reinvigorating, re-energizing. Place your glass back on the ledge, and before you come out, you'll take another little sip from here. Now there are many, many gardens and many, many walls off here, many roads and tracks off here, but all we're going to do today, right in the centre of this garden, is an oak tree. I'm going to ask you to go, and firstly, before you sit under the tree, go and give that tree a hug. Give that tree a beautiful hug. Oh, how good does that feel? Okay, sit down for a couple of minutes and just breathe. It feels good. It feels really good. This isn't secret. You can come here any time that you want, as long as you take a drink when you come in and a drink when you go out. Take a look at the garden. You can see all the beautiful shrubs and the trees, but all of these wildflowers, particularly the poppies over there, the hues of the reds, and it's just gorgeous. Just clearing the mind. Clearing, just letting everything go. Drop that jaw. Marvellous. Quick breath in. And stretch your arms out. When you feel ready, sorry, stand up. Look around the garden and just be really excited. Next time we're going to have longer time here. We haven't got a long time here today. So I'm going to ask you to take yourself across to the well by the door. Take that red crystal glass out again and drink it. Drink like you've never drunk before. When you've finished, put the glass back onto the ledge. That'll always be there for you, your glass. Have a quick look around the garden, knowing you can come back here when you want. Go to the door, open the door, step through it. Close the door, put the latch on and lock the door. If you're going to lock the door, put the key at your feet. Step back 4 paces with your eyes closed, nothing's going to harm you. And keep breathing. And when you're ready, just keep your eyes closed and I'm going to count from 1 to 10. When we get to 8, you're going to open your eyes. When you get to 10, you're going to open your eyes completely, feel good, stretch like a cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Open your eyes. 9, 10. Stretch your arms right out, up and out, up and out. Stretch like a cat. Oh, how good does that feel? Next time I'll do one for 30 minutes, but I've only got half an hour each time I come onto here, so I hope you've enjoyed this, particularly the garden thing. You've gone into my personal secret little garden here, sat round under the tree, you've given the tree a hug, you've breathed in the negative ions, because positive ions aren't good. Positive ions come from electricity, so we breathed in all the energy from the earth and you feel good. So listen to this podcast when you wish. I'll try and put something together for a little bit longer meditation for you, particularly working on we'll work on the base chakra I think initially, and we'll take it from there. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care, and if you know, please give it to people, anybody that you think it will help, or introduce people to the group. That would be even nicer, as long as they're sort of nice, like-minded people, and they can go to www.secretlawofattraction.co.uk under Abundance Agenda tab to sign up. Otherwise they could just contact me. In the meantime, everyone, please take care, and I hope this has helped you. Love and stuff. See you soon. Bye.